And hi, everyone, and welcome to our foundational training. It is Monday, and this is where we train, and then we go and work right after training. Jan, I have you as co-host. Kathy Coker, I have you as co-host. Jan, if you could let people in, that would be great. Kathy, if you could run chat, I would be in gratitude. Everybody good with that? Okay, and so we're gonna start, well, we are recording right now. So what do we do in foundational training? Well, we talk about LifeWave. We have the best technology in the world. And our technology is a form of wearable light technology, and it activates those master cells for repair and regeneration. And it is a special technology that is changing lives. And that's just truth. That's what we have. But to have the best technology is one thing. The next piece is, how do you get it in the market? How we have a distribution channel, and that distribution channel is called multi-level marketing. We are an MLM company. We are network marketers. And today I'm going to teach you how to be a professional network marketer, because as a network marketer, that's an industry all in itself. So we have this great product, and the distribution model is MLM, or relationship marketing, or multi-level marketing. So to be a professional network marketer, there's a couple things you got to learn, because we're an industry just like any other industry. And we happen to be, I found this out in Houston, the only industry that has the most millionaire females in it. So if you're a woman and you want to be a millionaire, guess what's a good industry for you? Yeah, network marketing. That's right, Isabel, right here, right here. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And anyone can be one if they do the right work consistently. You're not going to be a millionaire if you don't do the work. Sorry, just like you're not going to be a millionaire as a real estate agent if you don't do the work, okay? And do you know, really 10% of the population does the work. So the question I have for you is, do you want to work or not? So before you know if you want to work or not, maybe you want to know what the work is, and that's what I'm going to tell you right now. So the very first thing you need to do in this foundational training is learn how to set up your office, because we who work in an office need to have our tools. I need a new printer. I sure wish that someone would go with me to Staples to get a printer, but at some point I'm just going to have to go by myself. So that's another thing. But right now, what you need is a notebook. My notebook starts on 4/6/2024. And network marketers are always taking notes. In Houston, I filled up my notebook. I need to have another notebook. This one's done. Those with the most notebooks win in this business. So notebook. You get that at Staples for $2, Amazon for $1. The next book you need is a list book, because all network marketers do is we make lists, we add to list. We help the people in our business make lists with them, because this business is a warm on warm market, okay? I make my list, and some folks want to try the product, and then some other folks want to learn how to share or do a list of 10, and I help them with their list. My list of 10, let me just give you an example. My list of 10 found Jan. Jan's list of 10 found Linda Hampton. Linda Hampton's list of 10 found Kathy Coker. I believe it was Linda Hampton's list found Regina, found Cammie, as an example. Do you understand? Like Kathy Coker sitting right there, you can see it. Jan went down, I think, many lists to find the worker. What did Robin Mascari say, or Connie Lucas say in Houston? Where's the juice? You find the juice within the list. I'm not kidding. It's pretty amazing. So here you go, your list book. Go get that. The next thing you want to get at Staples is a calendar book. A calendar book. Of course, I was born in 1967, so I still like paper. You young ones might want electronic or the little link. I know Dr. Stacy sends a link. Go on her calendar, as an example. So I don't care how you do it, just get a calendar book. I like to say book like a hairdresser, right? Get a calendar book that books on the hour, because we're always booking the next appointment. Why? Because we water 5 times with love different pieces of information. The first 1 to 4 waterings, you close at 10%. The 5th watering, you close at 80%. So you got to book the different waterings. I like to book it. People say to me, well, I'm just not making any money in this business. It doesn't work for me. And usually what it is that it doesn't, it's not that the business doesn't work, it's that they aren't working. So when people say my business isn't working, I say, let me see your calendar. And if your calendar is not full like this, you're not going to make the money, right? So you need a full calendar book, right? Some people's calendar books are so full that they've got to book their time off. Do you see the difference? You see the difference? Okay, so you need your calendar book. Also, as you're thinking about your calendar book, you might want to say to yourself, how many hours a week do I want to work? Well, I'm going to tell you the hours of the right work. 1 hour a week of contacting 3 people a day. So 1 hour, no, I'm sorry, 1 hour a day contacting 3 people a day. That's 5 hours of contact work. Okay. 2 hours a week of going to the patching podcast Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and also recruiting to it because we invite. Make recruit's not the right word, inviting to it. And 2 hours a week of training. Well, really, I'd like you to do 3 hours, Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday. Okay, so we're talking 10 hours a week of the right work. Most people spend 40 hours a week of the wrong work. So I ask you to book in your calendar books 10 hours of the right work. Monday, Tuesday with me. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, an hour on yourself. You can book it right now on your calendars or put it on a piece of paper. I'll tell you the hours to work. Then you want to work in the evenings. Patching podcast, 6 o'clock on Mondays. Dr. Stacy's call 5. Patching party 4 on Wednesdays. And Dr. Stacy is 5 o'clock on Tuesdays. And Thursday patching podcast is 6. I have that memorized. Do you? And then you want to do Saturday training. That's 10 hours. Now, of course, this is, if you remember, Monday, Tuesday is a training and work, right? So you get it all in one. Let me say that one more time, because that was even a little confusing to me. You ready? Let's see, let's count it. Okay, Monday, 2 hours, 1 hour training, 1 hour working. Tuesday, 1 hour training, 1 hour working. That's 4 hours, right? Wednesday, you got to do another hour working. Thursday, another hour working. Friday, another hour working. Okay. Now you're going to go to the podcast Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights, right? And they're usually each 30 minutes. So that's another 2 hours. And then Saturday training at 10. There's your 10 hours. Look, and I can count. So can you count, Jan? That's the right work, you guys. So then what I want you to do is I want you to say, okay, if that's the right work, 10 hours a week, I got to do a little document on the right work. I have to put this in the biz site. Can Kathy, you text me to do the hours and to put the number of contacts a week with the money you want to make? I think I need to add that to training because it's so important to have the goal. So 10 hours a week. And you want to do 3 people a day, 1 hour a day. So what is that? 3 times 5 is 15 people a week. That's what you want to do. And what is 15 times 52 weeks? A lot of contacts, 780 people. Okay. And then you want to put how much money do you want to make? Do you want to make 1,000 a week, 5,000 a week, 10,000 a week, 25,000 a week? What do you want to make? Put that. I don't know. Where are we going to put that? I think we should put that at the top of our list book now, right there. We'll do a little training on that. But anybody that has a list book, write on your list book and write on your paper, if you don't have a list book, LifeWave, the holy grail of healing. Have you heard about stem cells? Who do you know that would like that? Then what I want you to write on that list book right now, I don't know, I'm just doing it right now. We're going to work 10 hours a week. You guys, that's not even part-time, right? We're going to work 5 hours a week on the contacting 3. Contact 3 a day. Are you guys with me? Are you writing it down? This is the first time I've ever wrote it down too. Let's write it down, Randy. I see you. Let's write it down. We're going to do 2 hours a week of going to the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday podcast. Everybody with me? And we're going to do And we're going to do 3 hours a week of training. That's this Monday and Tuesday and Saturday, 10 hours. That's good. Then we're going to put that we're going to contact 3 people a day, 5 days a week, right? That's our number. 3 people a day, 5 days a week. That's 15 people a week. 15 times 52 weeks. Let's make sure I got my math right. Are you guys all doing this with me? It's important. 780 people a year, because it's the hours and the contacts and the money that all go together. The hours, the contact, and the money all go together. Everybody should be writing this down, even people that have been in this business for 4 years with me, because I've never even done this before. I should. And how much money do you want to make every week? What? Write it down. How much do you want to make per week? I just wrote down what I want. Do you want to make 500 a week, 1,000 a week, 5,000 a week, 10,000 a week, 25,000 a week, 50,000 a week? What is it that you really want to make every week? Because this company's in momentum and it's all possible. Okay, that was good. Everybody do that? That's the first time I ever did that. I think I need a new list book just to make my front cover look good. Then what you should do, you should, on your calendar book, put the same thing on the front of your calendar book. Here we go. Calendar book, right there. 10 hours a week. 5 hours, contact 3 a day. This is new, you guys. Never done this before. 2 hours of podcasts. And 3 hours of training. 10 hours a week of the right work. And we're going to contact 3 people a day for 5 days a week. I'm giving you weekends off still. Some of you crazies will want to do 7 days, put it in there. Some of you really crazies are going to do 30 a day. I mean, whatever. Dr. Stacy does 30 a day. She's crazy. She also has one of the biggest businesses in my entire organization. 3 a day, 5 days is 15 a week, or 780 a year. And how much money do you want to make per week? Write it down there. April Vaughn says, when you write it down, it becomes reality. When you write it down, it becomes reality. Most network marketers enroll a total of about 80 brand partners, of which 40 love the product, the other 40 go to work, of which 6 are your workout buddies, as Peter No says, and build $100,000 lines for you and with you. So do you think you can find 80 in a year if you enroll if you contact 780? I'm just asking. It's a numbers game. Okay, you guys with me? All right. Actually, I'm really proud of that. All right. So you also need to go buy a follow-up clipboard. A follow-up clipboard. I'm going to tell you why you need that. You also want to get business cards, which I'm going to show you how to get in a minute, because we're in business. And when you're in business, you want to give a card and get a phone number. Give a card and get a phone number. If you don't have a card, how are you going to get a phone number? Don't you hate it when you're out and about and you meet I'm a chiropractor, I'm a real estate agent, I'm a hairstylist. Oh my gosh, I've been looking for a new hairstylist. Do you have a card? Oh no, I don't have one on me. Doesn't that drive you crazy when you want that? We all need to have cards. Oh, what do you do? My name's Marci. What's your name? What do you do? Oh, you're a real estate agent. Oh my gosh, I've been looking for a new house. I'm in the stem cell technology. Do you have a card? Oh, I do. Oh, let me have it. Oh my God, that's amazing. Well, here's my card. Give me, I have your number. I'll text you some information, maybe like a gift, or you want to come learn about more of the stem cell technology. Do you see how easy it is when you are talking business to business, right? All right. You also want to get a business bag. Oh my God. Jan doesn't even want me to tell you this because she has 50 she has to get out. You guys must be loving my new mini presentations. I just saw you, Susan from Hawaii. Hi, Victoria. I see you too. Hi, Kathy Jacobson from Houston, that we missed all your events because of lightning. Okay, so these are the bomb, are they not? These are our new mini presentations and our business bag. And Jan has 50 more to do. Why are they the bomb? Because they're 5x7 and we can actually read them now, which is great. So you can actually hand them, and people don't do this anymore like they did with the 4x6. And the envelope talks about, you just read it, what X39 does, the patent in yellow, the benefits, and inside Jan's like, I cannot believe you're selling these. That means I'll be filling more. Her hands are over her mouth. I'm sorry for that. Wait till she knows I just got into the Amish community and they like paper. Okay, so we have our new, I mean, this is a gorgeous card. It is our new pictures, and they are big and beautiful with the tracker. This is how GHK works to activate stem cells, and it talks about how that works. You just read it to people. This is what to expect with the power of the patch, our power of our patch, our miracle patch. This is international. I like to call it our all products flyer, or our quick guide that shows what every product does and placement, and our new awesome order form where you can, through the points, just put together packs and take notes on the back. I mean, I have to say, I'm excited. Oh, and soon, it's not happening yet, but pretty soon, the what to expect card, you guys, will have our patching podcast schedule on the back, because we never have a card not used, but that's coming. So know that that's coming. Oh, and you don't know this because it hasn't come out yet, but we're also on 5x7s going to start. Well, I'll tell you what happened. I'm going to Hawaii in 2 weeks, and they have no PowerPoint projection and all that stuff. And I'm like, well, how am I going to do a thing for everybody? And there's going to be over 100 people. So I decided to have Jan make envelopes for everybody, and everybody's going to get one at the table. Well, then I said, well, how am I going to teach the business? And so what we decided to do is do the hot sheet, the road to senior director, and the system all on 5x7. So it's our business cards, and that's what we're bringing. And so we don't have those quite yet to ship, but I was thinking, well, if I want them, maybe you would want them too. And so pretty soon we'll have a 5x7 business cards for you as well that you can get with your envelopes. And I know they're not ready yet. So if you want them, I'll show them probably next week when Jan has them. You guys could order those separately. So we'll kind of put that together by next week. But yeah, I'm really excited about that, because you know what's cool about this? You know, not everybody has a PowerPoint projection like in their back car seat or whatever. And it doesn't duplicate that easy, right? What duplicates? When you hand this to somebody and then they hand it to somebody, and so on and so on and so on. So train with this and give one to your person to hand to another person. You know that I talked about Dr. Dana Zapla going to Starbucks, and she had 5 ladies, and she just handed one of these with an X39 and Eon. They all patched. She read it all and took 5 orders. That's the point of our mini presentations. I was in, where was I with M the other day? Manuel in Fountain Valley. Is that where we were? We were somewhere in Orange County. And there was just 7 of us. I mean, there's no projector. So what did I do? I just handed everyone one of these. And X39 Eon, and whoever had pain, we patched them with Ice Wave. By the end, everybody ordered, right? So this works really good. So that's called your business bag. So I think those are your tools. Let me show you how to get the tools. Write this down, and Kathy, if you could put this in chat. Start333biz.com. That's start333biz.com is your business site, and then your username to get in, because our system is private, is start333biz, and our passcode is 333biz, B-I-Z. Okay, so let me show you that site right now so you know where to buy your materials. Now, first of all, your notebook, your list book, your calendar book, and your clipboard, you just buy on Amazon or at Staples, right? You're not buying those here. But the business cards and the business bag you buy here. And let me show you how to do that. You go to the system. No, you don't go to the system. I'm sorry. Oh, no, you do go to the system. Sorry. I've been in Texas too long. Sign in. Okay. And you go to the tools. So you sign into the system and you go to the tools and you go over here to business cards and you click here and you just pick what business card you want. And my suggestion is you email or call Sally. There's her number. Probably best to email her. And you pick the card you want. Oh my gosh, I want Superman got cards, Gary, yesterday. And Gary said, I want option 2 and I want my picture. So he emailed the picture of himself to Sally and he emailed Sally his name, his address, his phone number, and his replicating site. Because when you do that, then you get a QR code made of your website to order from. And we also put the Now site QR code, our product site. But if you want, you can also, Superman said, I don't want your before and after picture on the card. I want mine. So Gary has a great before after picture of his hair coming back. So he just emailed Sally his hair and he just got his option. Well, he got option 1 with his picture on front and his before and after on back. You can pick option 1, 2, 3, or 4. And this is the patent that you can read to people. And then you can also look at these business cards. So anyway, take a picture. That's how you would do it. I don't know. I'll do this one, Kathy, but do I have to do this or can you actually take all links into chat? Tell me if you're comfortable with that. Do I need to be in charge of that or can you be in charge?
No, I don't. I have to go into the internet in order to do that.
Okay, no problem. So I'll do that. Thank you. I just needed to know. Okay, so then where do you buy your business bags? Well, right next to your business cards. And these are the old flyers. Michelle and I have to redo the marketing sheet, but know that these are not the ones you're getting. You're getting the new ones. Don't worry. And they're $15 and you can get up to 2 bags. And once again, you email janjrand@gmail.com, your name, your phone number. She makes you labels and then she'll tell you how to pay me. And she'll get those mailed out to you. So, and once again, we do not have the 3 business cards yet. We should have those, I think, by maybe next week. And we'll get this all updated so you know when you can order the business cards. Okay, we'll get that going. And so that's really good. So far, everybody's with me. We're getting a calendar. We're saying what we're doing. We're giving you the tools to go get so you can do your work. And now we're going to talk about the work that you actually do. And now we're going to talk about, yep, I'm here.
Marco has a question in the chat about a replicating site. Will you clarify that for him?
Oh yeah, thank you, Heidi. A replicating site is your LifeWave site, lifewave.com/Kathy Coker, lifewave.com/Jan Rand. When you sign up on a wholesale pack and auto ship, you have the ability to get the best pricing, but you also get a replicating site where you can send it to folks. And they can then also buy a wholesale pack and auto ship from you, and the company ships it to your person and you get a thank you check, or you take a handwritten order and then you go to your replicating site to put the order in and it drop ships to your person and you get a thank you check. If you don't understand at all what I'm talking about, you can, Kathy, could you put Jan Rand's phone number in chat? So Jan Rand is not only our senior presidential director and does a lot of logistics for us, but she'll also answer the detailed questions for new people that might not know everything yet. And she doesn't have to do that. So we thank her for being part of the Evolve team and being a service to all. And she says she doesn't like chocolates, but she really likes flowers. And she really likes silver oak wine. Actually, I like silver oak, but I'm just joking. That's way too expensive. But she likes flowers. So that keeps her going.
Oh, and don't listen to her. You don't have to send me anything. Just when you see me, tell me hi and you appreciate whatever. You don't send me anything. It's not necessary.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, they don't know that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm just joking. All right. So let's mute her now. Did you put Jan's name in chat, Kathy? Okay, good. Okay. So now let's go back to the biz site. Make sure that everybody signs up to get communications, because if you don't sign up for communications, you won't get it. And I had a couple people the other day very upset that they didn't know what was going on. And, you know, it really is our responsibility for as leaders of our lines to make sure that your team knows how to sign up to get information, because our team's so big. If you're not responsible for plugging your team in and they get lost, they might leave. So keep your babies. Okay. So you click here and you put name, cell, and email. And that allows them to get everything that Team Evolve does. Everything that Team Evolve does. Okay. So now let's go into, oh, and I want you guys to look at the front of the site. This is our patching podcast. Remember when I said for a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's when you go right there. And the trainings, Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, that's when you go. And if you want an extra one, go to Peter Knows on Wednesdays. That's what I'm talking about. Kansas is coming right up on May 11th. If you know anyone in Kansas City, send them there. Dr. Stacy will be there. I know Eric Beal's team's there. I know Charlene's team is there. Gary Holmberg's team is there. Beautiful Tina's team is there. Kansas City rocks. And send people. We remember, we invite. I haven't got to that part, but the reason all the events are on the front page is because there is 3 pillars to our business. We have good tools, we are event driven, and we recognize. So that is why events are on the front of the page. And there's a lot of them, and it could be overwhelming, but I don't want them to be missed. We put a lot of time, energy, and money into these to add value for Team Evolve. So go or bring people or send people. Kansas City. And there's the link to sign up. I'm going to be in Honolulu. Yes, I have a rough life with Susan and Bob and Lori on May 18th, and Jan is coming too. And we're going to be in Honolulu. Sign up there. I'm even feeding lunch, so come and eat. And then I'm going to go with Kathleen and Sheila, and I believe Jan and Susan are coming with me to Maui the next day. So let's do it. So those are the big, oh, and then back to back, we're in Arizona with Laura, Juliana, Carol, Peter, myself. So, I mean, really, when you see the events, we're let's see if we can do this fast. We are Kansas City, Honolulu, Maui, and Arizona in the next 3 weeks, okay? So then what you want to do is you want to go into the system, See if I can find it. The system's at the top. To access the system, you click the system. Before we access the system, you want to write that our system is 333. We contact 3 a day, we invite 3 a day, and we follow up with 3 a day. Remember when I said 3 a day, 5 days a week? There's your 15 times 52. There's your 780. It's the very start of our system. And then we invite to podcast, invite to training, invite to events. Your only job is to invite without attachment, as many as you can. Your job is not to worry if they come or not come. Your job is to invite and follow up with the invite, and know that when you put that energy out, the universe brings it back. It's just the law of reciprocity. So I'm not attached for agreements at all with who says no. I'm just attached that the ones that want to say yes have the information. Sometimes fear stops you from inviting. They're not going to want that. How do you know what somebody wants? How do you know what they want? Just invite. And then we follow up. What do you think we follow up with? Well, we read that darn envelope, and we happen to have that same envelope on 8x11s, which we're going to print out pretty soon on a clipboard, and we just read it to people like kindergarten. That's all we do. Over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then we help the people in our organization who want to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. There are 130 people on this call right now. If 130 people each invite 10 today, which we will, how many invites are in there? That's 130 times 10. 1,300 invites in 1 hour. That's leverage. What if you had 30 people from your team doing that right now with me? That would be 300 invites in your organization from your team inviting. and following up and having conversion. And because we are network marketing, which means we get paid not just on the work we do, but on the work that people in our organization do, that is called true freedom. That is leverage. So bring more people on this call to do the work with me that are from your team. And guess what happens? You make more money. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what the work is now. So it's a 3-step system, 3 steps to success. I got the steps to success from Ann Sontag. I want to thank you, Ann. It used to be 7 and we moved it to 3. We cut it down. Less is more. So here we go. What's the very first thing we do? Well, if you were in Houston, I trained on this. And you know what's interesting? A lot of people came to me and said, I already know this because you train on this every week. And I do. Because this is the work. And you want to be able to train your people on it or bring them here or both. So how do you make a list? Well, remember on your list book, where's that at? LifeWave, the holy grail of healing. Have you heard about stem cells? Who do you know that would like this? You might also want to put here, I'm going to work 10 hours a week, 5 hours contacting, 3 a day, 2 hours on podcasts, and 3 hours on training. And that means I'm going to work 10 hours a week. I'm going to contact a total of 15 people a week or 780 a year. And I'd like to make whatever I want to make every week. I want to make $5,000 a week, $100 a week, $500 a week. You know what? Start where you really think you want to be and know that you can, once you hit the goal, increase the goal. Once you hit the goal, increase the goal. Okay, so here we go. So there's your 10, 1 through 10, their name and their cell number. And you just go to your phone. If you go to the bottom of your phone today, all the way to Z's, you will see how many contacts you have in your phone. Do it now. I bet none of you have ever done it before. I'll do it too. Let's do it. Let's do it. All you do to do it is you just go, you go all the way down, A's, B's, C's. You see how I'm doing this? Do it with me. How many you got? How many you got? Keep going. How many you got? This is what we're doing today. We're looking at our contacts. How many in your phone? How many you got in there? Okay. Somebody tell me what they got. It's at the very bottom, the very bottom.
I'm shocked. I have 1,282. That is so cool, Marci.
Isn't that cool? Okay, let's have somebody else tell me how many you got. Put it in chat. Put it in chat how many contacts you got. Your phone is your money. Your phone is your money. And here's the great thing. Here's the little secret. When you do this with other people that want to do this with you, you have them do the same thing in their phone. Oh my gosh, I got 1,000, I got 500, I got 4,000. Great, let's do a list of 10. Can you imagine how much money you would make if you literally help people get through their phones with their contacts? We don't do that enough. We just think about ourselves. But what if you had a group of 10 ladies and you said, today for an hour, we're all going to write a list of 10 together. Let's do it now. It's called list making, right? All right, everybody with me. For you guys that are experienced on this call, put this in, Kathy. We're going to do some homework for tomorrow. There's nothing like homework and making you do it within 24 hours. So the first homework is get a group of 3 people and make a list with each other, a list of 10 together that are in your business. Okay. Write that down, Kath. That's your first homework today. Okay. I don't care. Don't do it right. I mean, do your list here with me, but then call, Jan, me, and I don't know, we'll call Kathleen today. Let's do a list of 10, each of us together, right? I'm no different. I got to do the work too. If I tell you to do the work, I'm going to do the work. So Jan, text Kathleen right now and tell her we need 10 minutes to do a list of 10 with the 3 of us. All right. So, and text me too. Group text me. Everybody group text 2 people. You guys know how to do that? Do a text right now. Jan, you put me, yourself, and Kathleen on a group text and say, Marci wants to do a list of 10 today. What can we have 10 minutes today? I want you all to do that. Do it. Let's see if you guys can each get not just your own 10, but get 30 more with you and 2 people. Okay. So now, who do you know? Look in your phone right now. You got it in your hand. Who do you know that you respect? I respect Dr. Rhonda Donahue. She got me out of she got me out of fast growing cells. It's gonna be on my list. I love my sister. I want to help her. She's on my list. I love my husband's grandmother and her sister who need this really bad right now. Product's gonna go out today. They're on my list. Who do you know that you can help with their health? My friend Gail had she's a runner. She had really bad lower back pain. She went on my list to help. Who do you know that you would want to build a business with? Who do you know? Who do you know? I wanted to build a business with Jan. She was on my list. I even ate horrible vegetable lasagna to get her in my business. It was awful. It was cold, lukewarm, you name it, it was awful. But I did it. I ate it.
You are so mean.
Um,
And so you make up stuff. It wasn't bad.
It's a good story. Okay, so we are stories. Remember Brian Penrod in Houston says, oh, we're storytellers. So anyway, I worked with Jan 10 years ago in another company, and she worked all the events. She ran all the tables. I thought to myself, that woman works. And she's so happy working. I wanted someone in my business I love to work. I know I'm crazy and it makes me happy to work. I don't know why. I'm just weird that way. Like I'd rather work than to go do other things. I don't know why. And I wanted some other people that were like me. I didn't want the people that's like, oh, I have to work now. I wanted somebody that said working gets me going. And I saw that in Jan. So she was on my list. Who do you know that has influence? Well, that's my friend Liz. Every single woman does whatever she wants to do. It's the weirdest thing. Oh, we're all going skiing together. We're all going dancing together. We all went to Hawaii together. We're all doing something together. I'm like, I'm not that girl because I'm a workaholic, right? But she is. So she's on my list. And what did she do when they were all in Hawaii? She talked to her friend Sean, and Sean just bought a gold pack today, right? She also is a hairdresser. So then she introduced me to her hairdresser friend because she knows everybody and the girls love her. Well, now I get my hair redone, I think, I don't know, this week. So Tommy basically says to me, Marci, bring that LifeWave stuff. You need to educate me on it. Okay. What do you think I'm going to do next? Tommy, let's do this. Let's have all the salon girls in a meeting. Then when we do that, I'm going to say, let's get all the stations set up. Then when we do that, I'm going to say, Tommy, do you know any other salon friends in other salons? Do you see how I work, Liz? It's just off I go working in it's just the questions you ask, right? So who do you know that has influence or an influencer? Ann Sontag, we did an influencer. She just started talking to people in her business and said, do you know anybody that are an influencer on social media? So she did. This one lady goes, oh yeah, I listened to all these. They started emailing the influencers, and guess what? Now they got a whole influencer team, right? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know that's a progressive healthcare practitioner? You know, the one that likes muscle testing and energy work and all that good stuff, acupuncture. Well, for me, it was Dr. Joel 10 years ago. A friend of a friend connected me because he loved Green Lip Muscle from New Zealand. That was a company I did way back in the day. We stayed friends. So when this one came on, I said, well, who do you know? Who do you know? What other chiropractors would like this? Well, I bet you Dr. Dana would like that. So now Dr. Dana is in our business, the cute blonde from Malibu, one of my best friends now. Who else do you know? Who do you know? Dr. Tim might like that from Hawaii. That was like 10 years ago, but his wife, Karen, remembered me and texted me back when she saw me post on Facebook this. She goes, I want to do this. Well, Dr. Tim, her husband started doing it. He wore it in a clinic, and Robert came into the clinic and said, what is that? And now we got Susan and all of Hawaii on this call. Do you see? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? You never know who you know is going to connect you to who you know. What I want you to hear is how many generations of lists I work. Who do you know? Who do you know that's an entrepreneur? Well, Peter, no. He loves to work 3 different lines all the time. 3 different lines all the time. He's an entrepreneur and a network marketer. I just knew if he would work one of my lines, I'd be rich. So I drove over there with a plastic bag and 5X39s 4 years ago. That's all I had. And I put it, and I gave him one. He put it on. Next day he calls me because he can see again. He has clear vision and he's not like sneezing from the cats that he had allergies with. And he started building. Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Mariah, entrepreneur, 5 different business cards at one time she had 10 years ago when I met her at an event. I kept her in my phone. I knew she was a recruiter. She was on my list, right? Who do you know? Write your list right now. Write your list right now. Who do you know? Let's write 10. Who do you know? 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 Let's do a list of 10 right now. Who do you know? Write your list of 10 and put it in chat because I'm going to do a raffle of 1X39 because Jan might be mad at me, but we have plenty of product now because I just gave her 3 boxes of stuff. So you can't even be mad at me anymore. She says, oh, go slow today because I have to fill so much. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, you just took 3 boxes of X39. I'm giving an X39 away right now. Write your list right now. Look in your phone. Come on, Randy. Maybe you'll win it. Maybe you'll win it. She can't get mad at me if you win it. Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Put the list of 16 in there. Put the list of 16. I got 10. I got 16. Who don't you know? Who don't you know? Who don't you know? What do I mean by who don't you know? Who don't you know? Who's your first A? Put it on. You can get 10 for X39 easy. Who's your first D? Who's your first M? Come on, Rebecca. Who's your first L? Suzanne Paris, who's your first S? How hard is that? You guys all have 500 to 5,000 contacts in your phone. A name and a cell number. Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who don't you know? I was doing all my A's the other day and I came across my babysitter, Adrian. I haven't talked to her for 20 years. She's on my list now. Look at you go, Louise Brooks. How easy is that? If you guys have over 1,000 people in your contacts and you probably contacted maybe 20 to 50 people so far in your business, there's a lot more for your list. Write their names down. Who's your plumber? Who's your hairdresser? Who's your real estate agent? Who's your chiropractor? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Put it down. This is a free raffle. Let's go. If you're a business person and you've already been in my business and you know organization binary tree viewer, or organization personally enrolled, go down your tree right now. Take a minute. If you're on your computer, do it on your phone. If you're on your phone, do it on your computer or do it on your iPad if you got another something on the side. And write down, who do you know that would like to learn how to share this business? 5 people from your tree. Yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. If it's no, you know Susie doesn't want to share the business. How about who do you know that would like to give you 10 contact names of people they love? Because the patches have helped them so much. That's still a business. You're just asking a different question. Who do you know? Give me 5 of those. Give me 5 of those. Who do you know that wants to share a business with you? Who do you know that wants to give you a list of 10 people they love so you can help them get product out to people they love because they've had such a great experience? That now changes your list. That now changes your list. What you want to do is do a list of 10 for you. And then you want a list of 10 for the other 5 that you put on that. Who do you know that wants to learn how to share the business? All we're doing is getting into people's lists, getting the juicy 10, their first 10. Oh, the first 10 is good. Did you know I got my biggest builders in my first list of 10? Peter, Jan, and Mariah. First list of 10, 3. I had 3 out of 10, 30%. Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? I just looked, I had 1,740 contacts. I had no idea. I know you don't know how powerful your networks are. You see, that's why network marketing is called relationship marketing. It's warm on warm on warm. Somebody, when I used to be a sales rep, I used to try to do natural supplements in network marketing companies and be a little sales rep, calling doctor offices, cold call, drive my little car around because I was a rep. My mentor said, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm doing network marketing. She goes, no, you're a sales rep. That's not network marketing. Sit your butt down and do a list of 10. This is what network marketing is. I'm like, oh. And then she goes, and now you're going to help your next person do a list of 10 and next person. She goes, I'll get to all those cold chiropractors and other people's warm lists. She goes, you got an 80% chance of closing in a warm list and 10% cold. I'm not saying never go cold. Start warm and then add with cold. Both are good, but don't be afraid to work your warm list and teach others to do theirs as well. Okay, who do you know? Who do you know? All right, everybody with me? Okay, keep putting it in. We'll do the raffle in 1 minute. Don't you worry. We're having fun. Now, there's also a way to add to your list belly to belly. Belly to belly. That means you go take your business card and you go to Starbucks and you say, hey, my name's Marcy. What's your name? What do you do? I'm in stem cell technology. And you give them your card and you get a number. You give them the card and you give a number. What's going on with you? I see you're hobbling. I got an X39 for that, some regeneration. Here's my card. Can I get your number? And you add to the list and you add to the list. Help your people. We already talked about this. Create their list of 10. Link arms with your people. Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? We make lists in our warm markets and help other people. You also can go in your cold markets and make blitzes. You also can go in your cold markets and make blitzes. So we have another thing that you're going to do tomorrow. I hope you guys all come back tomorrow. So do you remember the first thing we're doing? We're going to do where you make a list of 10 with 3 people. That's your first homework. Your second homework, we learned this in Houston. It was so much fun. It's called the Blitz. We're going to do a Blitz. And Randy already knows what it is because he already did it. You're going to do it again. Do you know that Jan and I are going to go blitzing? Did we say today? We have to because tomorrow you're going to see. Well, whatever. Don't say no. We'll figure it out. I'll do it myself if you're not going with me. So what's the Blitz? You're going to take your business card. And if you don't have a business card, I don't know what you're going to do. Anyway, this is for...
You can use, hold a sleeve of X39, anything that says LifeWave on it.
Oh yeah, that's good. Anything that says LifeWave on it. Okay, you ready for this? This is so much fun. God, you guys are going to laugh at me. My bag is so full right now. Hold on. I need an X39. Gosh, Jan, did I give all my X39s away to you? All right. So there it is. So an X39 sleeve or a business card works. And what you're going to do is you're going to say this. Oh my gosh, I was given a challenge. And I need to, sorry, give me a minute. Okay. And I need to get my picture taken with you. I need to get my picture taken with you. And with this or with a card. And I need to get my picture taken with you. And I need to get your phone number. Would that be okay? You could even say, I'm in this challenge. I'm normally an introvert. This is what Susan said yesterday. It was so cute. She goes, I'm normally an introvert. This is really hard for me. Can I get my picture with you? And I need to get your phone number as well. And then you get the picture. You go, I'm in stem cell technology, and you hand the card and get their number. You might even want to give them a patch. 5 people. What's going to happen is half of them are going to give you their phone number and take a picture. Half will take a picture and not give you a phone number. And half will say, oh my God, get away from me, which is fine. Who cares, right? Because it's a challenge. And so, yes, Jan.
If they say no, this is what you say. Oh, good. I needed 5 no's too.
Oh, good. I needed 5 no's too. So your challenge is to get a picture with 5 people today, new people. And if you do, you will be in a raffle I will raffle off. So tomorrow, what are we going to raffle off? We will raffle off 1 sleeve of X39 for a Blitz and 1 sleeve of X39 for making lists with a group of 3. Everybody with me on that? Isn't that fun? We did that in Houston. That was Dr. Stacy's idea, and I thought it was so brilliant. So now what do you think we're doing by making those 2 work challenges? We're teaching you how to create warm market lists and also how to add to it in the cold market, belly to belly. And if you have a friend, it's fun to go together. Jan doesn't know, she doesn't think she has time today, but I'll probably figure out a way to get her. What I told her is that we'll run over to a Starbucks and just for like 30 minutes, we'll take pictures and I'll get her a green tea matcha latte. Then I said to her, God, we could do Monday Blitz once a week. where we go together and we drive to different Starbucks and do this, or we go together and we go figure out places in California, that's where I live, where there's money. And we're gonna like go to Newport Beach, for example, or I'm just talking our area where the money is and where people like our stuff. There are Whole Foods and everybody's health conscious there, or Mother's Markets. All of a sudden we got even smarter. Let's target where there's money and people like health. I go, do you think there's a crystal store somewhere around there? You know what I mean? So anyway, those are the things we're thinking about. And so maybe you could think about that. I know, great idea. That's what we thought too. We thought it would be fun. So, and double, I mean, single energy is great. Double energy is not, it's even, people like double energy because we are community-based. Humans are social and we are community-based. So people like energies of two. So if you have a little partner, and if you don't, it's okay, go by yourself. You'll meet a partner maybe, right? Okay, so let's do our raffle right now of the who do you knows? And not of, yeah, the list of 10. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and get to the top and do this because we don't have that much time. We did a lot of training. I'm really behind. So here we go. I don't see it and I'm stopping. It goes to Sandy and Chuck. Sandy and Chuck get a free sleeve of X39 and you need to email Jan J. Rand.
Thank you.
You're welcome at gmail.com. Jan J.
Thank
Rand
you.
at gmail.com, your name and your address, and she'll get that mailed out. Kathy, if you could put that in chat, that would be great. So we just learned how to list make. Now we need to learn how to invite. What are we going to invite those people to? Well, we go down, and I'm sorry, training's longer today. We go down to use the invite script. Well, before we use the invite script, let me show you what we're going to invite to. Today, you're going to invite to, you can invite to Dr. Stacy Call. That's tomorrow. I'll put that in. And you're going to invite to the patching party. So Dr. Stacy Call is very doctory. It's very like influential. And the patching party I do, and it's just fun. You'll still learn everything, but I give away free sleeves of product. And like I said, you know, some people are like I talked to a gentleman, he's like, oh, all my friends will want influence, Dr. Stacy. Another friend said, oh, they're going to want to have a free giveaway and a party. They're my party girls. Well, that would be the patching party, right? So pick the ones you want. So you're going to do 5 Dr. Stacy invites. You're going to do 5 patching party invites. And you may do 2 gifts today. And let me show you where the gifts are. The gifts are in a little different place. I can't do the gifts under the system because you guys would make me go broke. So you do the gifts under the office. And the gifts under the office is what Jan sends out. And she will send out 2 X39 and 2 Eons in all the new marketing materials, okay? And all you do is fill out this link. We will give you a code of the day in about 5 minutes, and you'll put your first name, your last name, your phone number, where you want to, who you want to send a gift to, and you hit submit. And once again, Jan sends that out on your behalf. Okay, so 2 gifts, and then 5 Dr. Stacy's and 5 patching parties. That's what we're going to invite to. And there's the gift form. I haven't given you the code yet, but I will. And this is the actual gift that goes out. This is the actual gift that goes out. And then here's some scripts. Some of you are like, well, I don't even know what to say. Well, of course not. You don't have to. Just text and talk and talk and text. You're going to text the script out to 5 people in the invite. And then you're going to call them and tell them that you just did that, or vice versa. Call them and then text them. If you text someone without calling, it feels like spam. If you call without texting, they'll never call you back, but they'll text you back. And then you set what? You set a next appointment in your calendar book. You book the next appointment. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the scripts. So here's a great script for Dr. Stacy. Bill, I'd like to invite you to join us to this Tuesday, where you can learn about the science and technology of this cutting-edge product from Dr. Stacy Holwiger and have your question answered. For a great overview, go to startx39now.com. Watch the first 2 videos and look at the pictures. I'll text you the invite below and your name. Now, I'm going to put it in chat, but you can also grab this right out of the system. You can also grab this right out of the system. And if this seems confusing to you, you can call Jan and she'll help you when we start. So there, that would be the first. That would be the first script. And then once again, you go into the Patching Podcast. And what's cool about this is that you go by date order, and we're just going to Tuesday to find Stacy. That's the actual what the invite looks like. Okay. But you can also go there and just grab the link. And when you text it, like through your phone, then it actually opens up and you actually can just click on the link and press it, and it goes right to the meeting now, which is pretty amazing. So now here's the script to the patching party. I'd like to invite you to our virtual patching party this Wednesday, where you can learn all about this cutting edge technology, hear testimonials, and you will even have a chance to win a free 30-day supply of product. For a great overview, go to startx39now.com. Watch the first 2 videos and look at the pictures. I'll text you the invite below. So this is what you send people to go to the patching party. Have you noticed one thing? We tell everybody to watch the Now site. That's our pre-qualifier. I'll show you that in 1 minute. And then you would put that invite in there. And now I'm just going down to Wednesday. Just going down to Wednesday. It's in date and time order. And there's the patching party. You could take all this and put it in the notes of your phone. And then you have it. Or you can go to the biz site and grab it. There's the actual link address. Do you see how we're just inviting? We made a list. You made a list. Now you just got to text them all something. And I'm telling you what to text them. Now you can text them the script for that gift. The script for that gift. I found a patented wearable light technology that activates your stem cells to repair and regenerate you like when you were younger. Go to startx39now.com for a great overview. Watch the first 2 videos and look at the pictures. Text me your address. I'll send you a gift. Now, this is where it gets fun. Once you get used to this, then you can mix and match and merge. You can say, hey, would you like a gift? And by the way, learn what's coming to you by going to Dr. Stacy's call and send the invite. Learn what you're getting in the mail by going to a patching party. You can do 2 in 1. You can do 2 in 1. Okay. Now, once again, the link that you would fill out for the gift, once you get the address, is in the office, because you're going to learn to do this in the office, but you're also going to learn eventually to do this on your own. You'll get the envelopes. You can mail out your own gifts, right? Obviously, this is just to teach you the behaviors. I couldn't do it for everyone or I'd go bankrupt, right? So this is just teaching you behaviors. There's the gift. So invite. We have our list. We're inviting to what? 5 to Dr. Stacy, 5 to the patching party, and 2 gifts. Can everybody do that? Okay. Lastly, you want to know when you say go to startx39now.com, look at the first 2 videos. Well, that's our product site. That's our product site, startx39now.com. If you haven't seen it, put this in chat, Kathy. You need to go look at this before you start texting it out. If you're going to tell somebody to go to this site and watch the first video on light, it's only 2 minutes. You better go watch it first so you know what you're sending. The second video on stem cells, it's only 3 minutes. My suggestion is you go watch this and look at the pictures. Those are a little further down now. Oh my God, look at that finger. It got cut off, it died, it grew back. Regeneration. Look at Marci. She was leading us. She had fast growing cells. She's pretty ugly. She's pretty now. Regeneration. Look at this we were talking about this, I think, the other day with Bruce. He's like, oh my God, look at that C7. That's a crunch spine. Look at how it opened up in a year. That's nerve pain. Wow.
Denny, not Bruce. It's not Bruce.
I thought it was Bruce. What's his name?
Randy, the doctor's name that you had
His
cigar
name's not
with.
Randy.
No, I'm asking Randy. I thought it's Dennis.
Hey, it's Dennis.
It's Dennis. Oh,
It's
oh my God.
Dennis.
Are you kidding me right now? You guys are going after me on a name. Do you know
Pena.
how many people I met in Houston? Are you kidding me? Oh my God.
It was the tall one.
I know. It was what's his name again?
Pena,
Dennis?
Dennis Pena.
Dennis, Dr. Dennis. Okay, thank you. Okay, you guys got me. All right. So now the very last thing you need to know before we get working is the follow-up clipboard. A follow-up clipboard. So you got your clipboard, and this is where Jan's supposed to go to Staples with me so I can go get a new printer, but she never goes because she says she's too busy. But this is what I need to do right now. I need to get a clipboard. I have a clipboard, but I need my new materials that look good. So what you're going to do is you need to do the same thing. Let's all get a good printer today. Okay, let's all get a good. Oh, you know what, Jan? We could go to Staples and blitz while we get my printer. There we go. So you go right here to the system. I hope you guys understand I'm no different than you. I work every day just like you do, doing the same thing. And so you go right over here to the Evolve clipboard and you print out the forms. Here's the sharing envelope right there. There it is. If you don't have an envelope, well, you can print it off at 8 by 11. There's the GHK flyer. You read it, how GHK activates stem cells. There's the What to Expect Patching podcast. Oh, I love this. This actually has the patching podcast on the back already. And by the way, you print it out, but then you also know you could send this as a link to someone. Before and after tracker, here's our great tracker. Doesn't that look good now? This is one of my favorite pieces now. Health Tracker International. This is for international use. It tells you exactly how X39 works from an international perspective. The All Products Flyer, US is there too. International perspective, quick guide tells you how the patches work and where you place them, international. I also like these. I printed these out too. I printed out one patching podcast flyer just so I have it on my clipboard, or I will when I get my new printer. And the 4-way, I know all of April Bond's people. She has a lot of salons. They print out 100 of these and cut them all up and pass them out. And then your order form. Here's the deal. Print out 10 of these. Did you hear what I almost said? Print out 100. I mean, you can if you want. And remember, retail 149. We like wholesale pack. 1X39, 1X49 equals 1 point. One sleeve of supportive patches equal 0.5. One Alavita skincare trio equals 1.5. Well, of course, the wholesale kits are the better price. You can do the business or not, but might as well get the better price. So let's fill it. 1X39 is going to, that patented wearable light technology, going to activate those master cells. X49 brain health eons, going to reduce that tension that causes inflammation. And ice waves, so fast acting, it's going to get at that discomfort. You put 1, 1, 1, and 1 equals, well, okay, let's do that. 1X39 is 1 point, 1X49 is 1 point, 1 eon is 0.5, and 1 ice wave is 0.5. 3 points fills the backup. It's so easy. I'll give you a hint if you're an office and you want a good unit for an office. You do the same thing for a diamond, fill it up. You know, 10X39 and 20 eons. Could you get 30 of those divided by $15.99? That's 30 sleeves divided by $15.99. That's quite a good unit. Retail them all. X39's 150, all supportive patches at 100. For some reason, I feel like there's some offices that needed to hear that today. That's how you can figure out your unit cost, because supportive patches are cheaper in the pack than X39 and X49. So it gets the full unit down. It gets
Marci,
we're all down. Yes.
we correct your $100 on the supportive patches. It's actually $89.95.
That's what I'm talking about. If you were a practitioner, you would not sell it for that price. You would sell, you would retail 150 actually for X39 and 100 for all supportive patches, because a practitioner group is gonna include tax and shipping in the price to their patients.
Oh,
So that's
thank
why,
you. That's so
yeah.
good to know. I appreciate you
Yeah.
correcting on that.
yeah,
Thank you.
thank you for asking me to correct that. Okay, so, there you go. And, so let's stop the recording and get to work, shall we? And, why can't, okay, stop the recording.